Welcome, everybody, to the third edition, 3 nights in a row, of Scandell's Cards and Comics. I'm Scandell. Welcome. This is a live stream from Salt Lake City, Utah. And the theme of tonight is it's a mail day, first of all. So I have a package I got from eBay. And the theme of the night is Black Cat, just because that's the package that I'm opening. I have a comic from eBay that I'm super excited to open, and I've been sitting on this all week waiting to do it on a live stream. Welcome. Yeah, so I'm honestly just, it's going to be a short one tonight for sure. I just want to jump right into it and open the box, and we can talk about the edition, the comic. And as you can see here, I already have two actual copies of this comic in CGC graded 9.8 and 9.4. Also in the middle here, I showed this the other night, my 9.0 copy of Amazing Spider-Man 194. Now, why do I have three copies of this book? Why am I buying another copy? What's the difference between the copies that I'm about to look at? Black Cat could be a daily review. It's so true. I mean, she's such a complicated character. She's so multifaceted, certainly. No, like the 9.8 speaks for itself. That's why, any comic, in my opinion, any comic purchased or released post 2000, if you really want it to have any kind of collectible value beyond just sentimental or emotional or, your own preference, you need to have it in a 9.8. It's just because the grade and quality of the comics are so sharp and so great, and the production runs so large. The really, the only way to really have your book stand out is if it's the best of the best type of book. But anyway, so there's something really special about this particular book that I purchased today, this week, that sets it apart from these other two copies. So I'm going to put these two away. Now, I'm a firm believer that all box opening should actually consist of a box opening, no matter how difficult it is. And sometimes, as you all know, opening a box can be a challenge. I'm also a firm believer of never using, I'm going to regret saying this, never using a knife, or, you got to earn your way. We got to burn some calories here, because, those opportunities don't come as often as you might think for us collectible boys. All right, and girls. Here we go. Let's just hope that this box actually contains the comic I thought it did, because that could easily happen. We got a lot of bubble wrap to get through here. Bubble wrap. Okay. Should we grade the shipper's choices of? I like how they actually wrap this in cardboard as well. I'm gonna dock points for. Oh no, it's just set there. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. There's two things that set this book apart from the other two I just showed you. Here we go. Now, this is a relatively popular comic cover by J Scott Campbell. This book came out in 2009, November, my birthday that month. And it's a relatively, obviously, it has a lot of sex appeal to it, certainly, but it also most recently, notably, found itself at the center of it was part of a response to a controversy regarding J. Scott Campbell's art style. There was some amateur artist that attacked his art style, saying that he, I think it was regarding a Mary Jane drawing, the one where she's waiting for Spider-Man inside on the couch with the coffee mug and all that. You guys probably saw this on Instagram. Anyway, this noob kind of attacked J. Scott Campbell, kind of saying that, his proportions were off and that his anatomy was off and that he really should do a better job of depicting, women. And, he really kind of, I think he did it was a class act, and he kind of took the bull by the horns, and he responded publicly to this somewhat anonymous critic, basically saying, "Look, art is subjective, and art is art." And he even showed a lot of humility, saying, "I'm constantly changing and growing in the way I draw things." But anyway, so how this book kind of got involved with that is that right after that, he actually released a challenge for all artists to actually make their own depiction of this particular cover. So every artist under the sun on Instagram started tagging Amazing Spider-Man 607 and started doing their own renditions of Black Cat in this pose. Now the pose is hilarious to me because she's kneeling on diamonds. First of all, um, Chris here says he also took the drawing challenge. Oh, you drew Baroness. Nice, nice. Yeah, I also took it as well. I'm going to show really quick my 3D version of this cover. Um, I think most people got to the challenge, within 48 hours. It probably took me about a week to get this one done because I really felt like the need to support, the artist and kind of say, look, this is, everybody was doing it and it was a really popular challenge. And it's funny, like once you make the 3D diamonds, it really showcases how painful of a pose this would be and how impractical it would be to be kneeling on diamonds, certainly. So anyway, back to the book itself. I just want to talk about this book here. Let me get this bigger. Here we go. Um, Thanks. Oh, I think that's regarding my art. Thank you. Um, so let's talk about the book. Yeah. So this book it sets itself apart from the others in two distinct ways. First of all, this is a CGC yellow label, and for a lot of you that don't know, I have an eBay auction ending here soon, so I'm like looking at it like, okay, I got to get this done in 14 minutes. Um, yeah, this is a yellow label, meaning that it was actually certified and signed by the author. So you can see Campbell's, autograph right here. Also, this is a 9.2, and my other one's in a 9.8. Now this one also sets itself apart in two distinct ways. Besides the fact that it's a signature yellow label. And how it sets itself apart is the fact that this is actually a newsstand. We talked about newsstands the other night a little bit. But having actually an ultra modern comic book in a newsstand is relatively not rare, but it's definitely less done. There's less newsstand editions released, and I think by the time this book came out in 2009, I don't think they were. This is probably one of the last newsstand editions that has any kind of substantial collectible value because, and the reason why it's substantial and awesome is that it's actually an error variant. The newsstand, as you can see here, now we talked about how on certain labels you can see like, if it's a direct edition. So here on my blue one, you can see it says direct edition right on that black right here. That black little ribbon right there says direct edition. Now on this one, it says what it should say for a newsstand being the title of the book instead of direct edition. It says Sensational Spider-Man. Now, what's the problem here? Well, the problem here is that this is not Sensational Spider-Man. It's an Amazing Spider-Man. So it's a minor little error, but it's also pretty cool. And this book is really rare to find in a newsstand. It rarely comes up on eBay, and when it does, it's 400s, if not $1,000. Now, this one I got for a really good deal. I think I got it for 200 something dollars, and I had been kind of scouting out for this error variant for a long time, and the fact that it was also an autographed edition, I just wanted to pick it up. So I moved on it. Now let's kind of look at the spine. That's something I like to do as well. And we can kind of analyze, well, why is this a 9.2? Let's see here. And I don't know how well on camera we're going to be able to see stuff, but you can see there right by the word spider in that Sensational Spider-Man, there's a little bit of a discolorization spine tick right there. The camera paused for me. Nice. Let's see what else we got up the spine. There's another one above the space staple here, a slight spine tick. Man, they're really faint though. I could look at the grader's notes as well, but I won't have time right now. Yeah, I just wanted to show the book, talk about the book, and yeah, and I'm trying to keep keep out the keep the content going while I'm in the habit of preparing. And yeah, does thank you. And that's all I had. I just wanted to whip out the book and see it. So now I have 3 copies of this. If anybody's interested in a 9.4 for a screaming deal, let me know. You can reach out in the comments below or on my Instagram at Scandal, and I'll get back to you. We can talk about getting that out to you. Yeah, I just don't think I need 3, and having the yellow and the 9.8 would be plenty. Sometimes, you just kind of buy things and buy things and buy things until you get bored um, with it. But anyway, yeah, I have quite a lot of Campbell comics actually. Now we can do a whole other episode on him as an artist and the types of books that he's made and the kind of covers and the kind of work he does now. But I think that's it for the stream. Thanks for showing up, and I'll see you guys next time.